Today, we're speaking with Andrew Capland, founder of Delivering Value, which offers coaching and advising for product-led growth teams. Andrew has worked in growth positions at top B2B SaaS companies such as Postscript, Wistia, and HubSpot. He's also the author of Growth Essays and host of How I Got Here podcast, where he chats with other growth leaders about how they first got into growth.
I think in addition to that stuff, I'm a dad. I live just outside the city in Boston, and I'm obviously very passionate about this cross-functional world of growth.
Favorite examples of product experience that we can learn from?
But the two that are my favorite for right now, I feel like everything is always changing, are Miro and Canva. I think they both do a couple things really well. So Miro, they start with a question. So you sign up for their product. It starts on their, it starts in their onboarding flow, but they ask you, what's the main goal for signing up today? And they give you like 4 or 5 common options. And then based on what you select, they suggest and they show different stuff inside of their product. So I've signed up for it so many times just because I'm like really impressed by it, that if you select one of the 4 different options, then they put you into a template editor. Well, they have a whole bunch of stuff that's pre-built. And what they suggest is specific to the goal that you just said is the reason why you're signing up. So I love the goal-based approach. I love the pre-built templates to help shortcut the time to value for people they're just not sure what to do. And then what I think is like the cherry on top is that instead of having all of these things and pop-ups overlaying inside of their product, they use their product to teach you how to use their product. So I think a lot of good things there: goal-based onboarding, pre-built templates. They use your tool. They use the tool to teach you the tool, and they start all of it on their website. So if you want, you can even just browse their website and see some of the examples where they have templates and a whole template library where you can see some of the templates, see how you might use the product, envision how it's going to help your use case. And then if you want to use the template, it then initiates the sign-up process with that stuff pre-selected. So I love all that. I think it's real slick. Canva does a super similar approach. They even allow you to start like poking around and seeing some of their content before you fill out the form. So I love that. They also have a really good goal-based approach. They have a million different templates, and the ones that they suggest are based on the goals that you select. And they even have some nice like upgrade stuff and save flow. There's like a ton of good stuff for anybody working on PLG to add to their swipe file.
Some positive trends you're seeing with websites and onboarding recently?
I see us entering this choose your own adventure era of SaaS and of product-led SaaS. And I think what it looks like in practice is similar to what good sales reps have been doing for a long time, where they listen to what customers want, and then they customize their presentation and what they show and how they talk about the product to the goals that the customers have. And so I see that happening a lot in the examples that I just shared. And I'm also seeing additional options being created. So one are that people aren't sure what to do inside of the tool. And there are some people that are signing up that say, hey, I want to check out this product, but I don't want to enter in all of my information. I would love a template to help me go 0 to 1 really fast. So I'm seeing this emergence of these pre-built templates. Miro does it really well. Canva obviously has a million templates, but Airtable is like another really slick example of a company that has all these pre-built templates to help you get going. And then the other trend or approach to this choose your own adventure journey that we're on are what y'all are up to. So these interactive product experiences where some people just don't want to sign up and still want to check out the product. And so by making the product experience on the website so that anybody can interact with it, you increase the amount of people that see it, that get value from it, and it should follow into the product, and you'll see more interactions and more activations from that as well. So I'm just like excited about the movement, but those are the 2 big things that I'm seeing.
Some trends you're ready to see end for websites and onboarding?
One is there's a lot of companies that make you do the 2-part sign in, where you sign up for the product and then you have to go back to the email and then enter in some code to confirm. And I just feel, I know why those companies do it. It's a fraud prevention thing, but there's other ways that you can prevent fraud and poor signups and all that kind of stuff from happening. So I'd love to see that go away. I just think it's such a crummy user experience to end up with multiple tabs and all of this stuff. And well, which tab should I go? And do I click the button and then refresh the first tab, or should I just go in the second tab? I just feel like there's a lot of friction there. And then the other one is, I feel like companies were really excited to get referral systems going. They saw it as a good growth loop, as a way for one user to help you get other users. But I feel like every company was just giving away their own swag. So I feel like it's a really crummy incentive to do anything inside of the product to give people your own swag. Give them cash or a cash equivalent, a gift card to something that they can use. So those are 2 things I'd be okay not seeing as much of.
Some of your favorite tooling for websites or onboarding right now?
Pendo, I think, has done a really good job. I also love that they make, in addition to just pop-ups and things like that, I love that they make interactive checklists. In my experience, having a checklist that people come back to when they get stuck is a really powerful tool for product adoption. So I love that they've got that. It's a really easy tool to use, one of my faves. I'm also a huge Full Story fan. I think Full Story and just giving you the ability to see what people are really doing inside of your product and where they're really getting stuck, and not what they say they want to do, but what they really do. And there's no substitute for that. So that's one of my other favorites in the stack. I think that what y'all are up to is really interesting. And I think my other one that's on my list is VWO, because I'm a huge proponent of experimentation and A/B testing. And VWO, I think, is a great solution for mid-sized companies to be able to learn faster.
To give you a chance to promote delivering value, maybe give a plug for any startup or early stage company looking to level up their growth skills.
So I work with relatively early stage companies, Series A and Series B, and I help them scale product-led growth systems based on my background of working at Wistia and working at Postscript, where I led the cross-functional teams that were focused on growth. And so now what I do is a mix of coaching and advising. I do one-to-one coaching for people that are in growth roles, usually for the first time. I give them feedback. I'm a sanity check, a gut check for them on their strategy, and I give them feedback on their approach and help them develop soft skills. And then on the flip side, I work with teams and do some advising where I help them grow the business. And I'm usually working with founders and product teams to set up a lot of the systems that I've seen work really well to scale from 8 million in ARR to 30 plus. So that's me. You can find me at deliveringvalue.co, or you can follow me on LinkedIn at Andrew Capland.